All right, now the next thing he does is he talks about our mission. And so when he talks about our mission, turn to Matthew 5:13 through 17. And Jesus starts by saying, you are the salt of the earth. You've heard that phrase before, no doubt, salt of the earth. But what does it mean in Jesus' context? The salt of the earth here, well, as we think about it, we remember in the first century, salt was used as a preservative for meat. So you packed it in salt and then it would be preserved for a long period of time to be able to eat later on. So maybe it's about preserving the goodness in the world. And so he may be saying to his disciples, again, remember he's speaking to his disciples. He says, you, plural, you are the salt of the earth. You're to be preserving what's good in the world. And that's entirely possible. That's what he means. But you know, it's probably likely that he's talking about just something as simple as you're adding, goodness to everything else you touch. I don't know if you ever have corn on the cob in the summertime. It's my favorite thing to eat in the summer is sweet corn, peaches and cream and others. But there's something to it. You cook it, but you really got to slather it, in my opinion, with some good butter and salted butter, not unsalted butter. And then you sprinkle it with salt and suddenly the flavor just pops in your mouth. Or I think about French fries. These are Culver's French fries. And I love these crinkle cut French fries. But you know what? If you get them without salt, they're just not quite the same. You just need to add a little bit of salt to make those good. Or soup. I like a good can of soup, but this is sodium-free or reduced sodium soup. Can I just tell you? I can't eat this stuff. I just can't because you just need something to make it pop. That's what salt did in Jesus' day. Everybody understood that. And of course, salt is necessary for life. They didn't understand it at the time, perhaps, but there are medical conditions that come when you have too little salt in your diet and you find that you can have muscle cramps, you can get dizzy, you can even die from not having enough sodium in your diet. And so I think what Jesus had in mind was maybe all of those things, but you are the salt of the earth. I think mainly he meant that you're supposed to bring the goodness out of everything you touch. You as the church, you as my disciples, he's saying that, and you as individual Christians.